Oh, hello.
Hey, what's
How we
going on,
doing?
Izzy?
Happy Alien Day.
Happy Alien Day, Frightfiend. What's going on, man?
How you doing, Mr. Robert?
Doing most excellent, Mr. Izzy. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. Hope everybody else is doing well. I have about 380 people in here right now, which is fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Happy Alien Day. Um, are you a fan of horror movies? Do you like sci-fi horror movies? Do you like the movie Alien? If so, let us know what your favorite Alien movie is, or or your derived version of the Alien movies.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. So, what about you, Robbie? What is your favorite Alien movie?
Ooh, I am an originals man. So I normally tend, if there's like sequels and stuff like that, for some reason, a lot of the time, I always gravitate towards the originals. I love the original Alien. Like H.R. Giger's hands-on experience is like what makes that movie like an 11 out of 10 to me compared to Aliens, which is a 10 out of 10, which is very close second. But H.R. Giger's hand-on, art direction for the first Alien just like makes it something surreal.
That yeah, man. That's totally fucking awesome, man. I actually love that answer so much, man. I couldn't agree more with you. I got a blonde mystic in here saying that she loves aliens, not the
Oh,
movies, the real deal.
I love that. Heck yeah, the reptiles.
Yes, the reptiles. Yeah, man. So, how do you think the movie would have been different, if they had made it today? With the modern technology and like the special effects, like if they had remade like the original.
Oh man, honestly, I don't think like Alien was so ahead of its time. So it's like, it's crazy how like that movie had so many different aspects of the future, like obviously synthetics, but even like something like Mother, the ship's AI, which is basically like Siri, what we have all on our phones now. So I think that like maybe the aesthetic would have been a little bit more sleek, but that's what I love about it though. It's the 70s rigid sci-fi of like Star Wars, Star like not really Star Trek, but stuff like that, Star Wars, Alien, then the early 80s like Terminator, like very gritty, like industrial sci-fi.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. 100%, man. Yeah, definitely. You see a lot of remakes. Are they doing an Alien remake?
Oh, absolutely not. And I certainly hope they don't ever do that. There's a lot of room for like sequels and prequels and sidequels and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. It's crazy how many like remakes there are that are coming out these days, for like horror and like even sci-fi. I think you're absolutely right, man. Like they totally fuck movies up when they try to remake them, right? And they piss like the original fan base off. They might get, that you might get like a new fan base out of it, but you end up kind of making the originals kind of pissed off, in my opinion, to be honest with you.
Right. No, it's true. It's very hard to do a remake justice. Like one of the only examples in horror that I could think of is The Thing. Well, at least for sci-fi horror is The Thing. It's the only real sci-fi movie remake that's scarier than the original, and like that's like one of the few exceptions. Like it's very interesting too, looking at like the prequel that came out in 2011, and they just added that to Netflix. And there's a lot of people that are saying they really like that movie, but when it came out, even though it's a prequel, it was nowhere near as good as that, um, 1982 John Carpenter remake classic.
Oh yeah, of course. That movie is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? When did it come out? In like 2003? No, 2013 was it? No, 2000. I
Oh,
forget the year.
2011.
2011. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that movie. Surprisingly, it's on Netflix.
Yep.
I think I hear
Oh,
Eli.
Kirk just joined the chat. Hello, Kirk. What's going on? What's going on, man? We're talking some Alien.
That's awesome. So I can't see the people who are in your live, and you can't see the people who are in my live. But
Kirk goes, "Do y'all know the Muffin Man? The one that lives on Drury Lane?"
hello, hello, Sarah. Are you making any good food tonight? I know you were making some awesome fried chicken the last time
Mm.
we were I went live and you were on the chat.
My-
She goes, the Muffin Man, with a bunch of question marks, exclamation points. Do
Mm.
you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, my girl got me some freaking Kennedy's chicken 2 nights ago. Oh my God, I love
You want to
Kennedy's.
chill here? I'm not going to end my live, but like I just hear Eli upstairs like walking around, so I got to kind of
Yeah, man, no, it's
get
cool.
back in bed.
What's going on, everybody? What is your favorite Alien movie? Drop it down below. Favorite of the Alien anthology. Oh, Kirk, I live next door to Kennedy's. Yo, that's probably the one that I DoorDash from, or my girl DoorDash from. Oh, Steven says aliens. Good choice. Get away from her, you bitch! Hell yeah. I'm really excited for that Aliens documentary, Aliens Expanded. That's gonna be really cool. I've been following updates on that on Twitter, and yeah, I'm really excited to see when that comes out. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot going on in the Alien anthology right now. I really hope they make Alien Awakening. Um, oh, Prometheus. Hey, bro, I can't spell Prometheus. Steven, you got it close. It's instead of the I, it's all right. So it's Prometheus. Wow. Yeah, Prometheus is great. I actually just got done watching it last night, and then I watched Alien Covenant today in celebration. Um, I actually really do like the prequel movies. I'm hoping they make Alien Awakening. Like, there's talk that the new Hulu TV show is going to be like the bridge between Covenant and Alien. Nothing confirmed yet, but that's just what everybody's talking about on YouTube and stuff like that. And I personally, like, I'm okay with that, but I would totally prefer Awakening because Ridley Scott has some really cool concepts for Alien Awakening that he announced back in like 2019 about like the War of the Worlds. The engineers find their planet desolate. Then they go on a holy crusade against David, and like David has like a army of xenomorphs. Oh, and then Weyland Yutani. Heck yeah, that'd be so cool. Oh, it'd be so cool. Oh, hello everybody that keeps joining. Yeah, happy Alien Day 2023. List your favorite Alien movie down in the comments below. Would love to talk about it. 8 Alien movies, 6 core movies, and 2 crossovers. What do you guys feel about Alien vs Predator? Should they give that another go? Do you guys think they're gonna give that another go? I mean, Prey drew connection to the pistol that was in Predator 2, and then Predator 2 had the xenomorph skull. So I think they are gonna try to do Alien vs Predator again.
Hello,
Welcome,
Frightfiends. How we doing?
welcome back, Izzy.
Yeah, sorry, my son woke up. I think he like fell out of bed.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he's back down. He's hanging out watching Beauty and the Beast now.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, he watches like movies before he goes to bed. So
Hey, me too. Been that way my whole life.
hey, I do it too. I fall asleep on the couch most nights. Yeah, he's fine. He's good. His bed's not high up.
Cool.
He's a he's a good sport. I don't know. It's been happening to him sometimes. I remember I had a bunk bed when I was younger, and I used to sleep on the top bunk. And I remember one night I like fell off the top bunk
Oh shit, man. Hell yeah.
onto the fucking radiator.
Oh.
Right? Exactly. Is Kirk still in here?
I don't know. People have been
Oh,
coming in and
well, if
out.
he is, Kirk, fuck you.
Steven in my chat goes, "Did you guys watch Raised by Wolves?" I watched Raised by Wolves.
Whoa,
This,
that is
this guy
a.
right here, he doesn't like the onesies.
What's up with those onesies and Raised by Wolves? What is up with that? I don't get it.
Oh shoot. Yeah, Raised by Wolves looks like it could be in the Alien universe. I love how there's all these different movies that could connect to the Alien universe through Easter eggs. It's sick. Blade Runner, Predator, Outland, Soldier,
Winter Soldier,
Firefly.
Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Butterfly Effect?
Oh yeah, I remember, dude. First time I watched that movie was back at Matt Barney's house at a sleepover, and we were in elementary school. I was like, "Wow, this movie is scary."
You guys thought Butterfly Effect was scary?
I thought
Yeah,
it was.
you know what? I could see how that could kind of be a little terrifying to you. I think I had seen that movie when I was a lot younger too. I mean, I think it only came out in what, like 2002, 2001 possibly. But like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fucked up scenes in that movie.
Oh yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I think that falls into the realm of like, like time travel type, like alternate like reality type movies.
Right, right.
Yeah. Sarah, have you seen Evil Dead? Are you going to see Evil Dead? Robbie, did you see that the new Evil Dead movie is out? Evil Dead Rise?
No, I didn't. I heard
Oh,
about it was coming out.
oh my God. It's blowing the lid and like people are going absolutely insane over it. I've seen mixed reviews like on here, like with people like commenting about the Evil Dead, but Rotten Tomatoes, like it's blowing the lid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Oh, look at that. Look at dig your shirt, man.
Oh, thank you, mate. Heck yeah. Oh, Scream, nice. Heck yeah,
It's,
Ghostface.
yes, yeah, I've been kind of ramping up my collection too, and I've gotten some stuff. I got an Ash from Evil Dead
Sick.
chainsaw. I got the Wolfman. This is a cup I got from when I went to see Scream.
Oh, I
I did a
love
giveaway
that.
from one of those, and I got my little Toon Freddy here,
Oh, I love it.
right?
Heck yeah.
I had like, oh, what's up, Sherry? How are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you? This is my very good friend Robbie. Robbie is big into pop culture. We've been in bands together for as long as we've been friends. We've been friends for like 16, 17 years now. Has it been that long? I think it's
That's
been that
right.
long. Yeah. So yeah, Robbie is a huge movie buff, and it happens to be Alien Day, and Robbie is like one of the biggest Alien fans that I know.
Oh, word. Heckin' yeah. Hey, I just saw that Chris joined the chat. What's up, Chris?
Yes. Sherry, you can't see her chats, but she says, "Hi, Robbie.
What's up,
How are
Sherry?
you guys doing?"
Doing most excellent.
She says she's watching Cat in the Hat with the Crotch Goblin. Yo, Cat in the Hat though is a good fucking movie. That movie is fantastic.
Oh, the live action one? Heckin' yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah. The one with Mike Myers, that shit's hilarious.
Heck yeah.
So funny.
It's funny how that's the Dr. Seuss movie that canceled all other live action Dr. Seuss movies from ever getting made.
Yeah. She goes, Mike Myers can't do wrong. I agree. Have you ever seen I think I married an axe murderer? I think that's the name of it.
Oh, I can't say I have.
Oh, really? You closed already? What do you mean? Like, what do you closed? Like, you closed work, or you closed on a house, or it's playing on the Family Channel or something? Yeah, that movie is interesting. It definitely wasn't Mike Myers' best movie, but like, it was like one of those movies where he played like multiple characters. Again, he played like his mother and father in that movie. No, that's all right. I'm sorry if I'm asking you too many questions. Where do you work there, Sarah? Yeah, so, talking more about, alien movies, it is Alien Day. I have definitely some interesting questions that I want to ask you, Robbie, since you're like a huge fan of the Alien movie. Like what type of impact do you think that Alien has had on the sci-fi horror genre as a whole?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's probably the most influential movie tied with The Thing for sci-fi horror of the last, 40 years,
Couldn't
40
agree
plus
more.
years. Um, it's like also look at like outside of, just movies, like video games. Look at all the different video games that the Alien anthology has inspired, started all the way back with Contra, even Halo, Dead Space, Mass Effect. The list goes on. Gears of War. There's so many different sci-fi franchises. As most recently as the Callisto Protocol. There's so many, and Scorn. So many franchises were inspired by not only the Alien anthology, but also H.R. Geiger's artwork, which is the core aesthetic of the Alien anthology, which is really badass.
Yeah, no, I dig that, and I totally agree. I really feel like the only like sci-fi movie in comparison that comes up to the Alien, franchise or Alien movie in general is definitely The Thing.
Yeah,
Thing is
best.
fantastic, man. I did this video on like jump scares, and like, do you know like like the blood jump
Oh, the
scare,
blood test scene,
the blood
yes.
test scene? Yes.
Heck yeah.
Sherry's son is asking if Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is better than 2. I personally think the first is better than the second.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
me.
think everybody does for the most part, except for maybe a few people.
I thought the second one got like super weird with the dad and like
The
how he
whole
was just
point.
like this gigantic like wasn't he like a planet?
Yeah, Ego the Living Planet. Yep.
Yeah, it was yeah. I don't know. And the new one is coming out soon, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Sherry loves Kurt Russell.
Oh, nice.
That means she loves the thing.
Heck yeah. And Kurt Russell's in Soldier, which was a unofficial spin-off of Blade Runner.
Really?
Yep,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't even seen the first Blade Runner movie through its entirety. It's a long movie.
it is. Yeah, and it's best you watch the final cut and not the theatrical cut.
Yeah, I remember watching that, and I think I got lost. I don't know. Maybe I think I might have fell asleep. I was in college.
It's a slow movie for sure.
Yeah. Um, what about? I mean, how do you think that? How do you think Blade Runner, like the original, compares like to the newer one? Do you think is it more fast paced? Would it be easier for someone who's just coming into the series to get used to it, or do you have to see the first and then the second?
Well, I mean, if you're like trying to give the story a shot, then it's always cool to check out whatever movie is made first, even if it's a sequel or prequel, doesn't matter. If you want to look at like the evolution of the filmmaking, that's the way I feel about Star Wars and Alien as well. But if you want to come into the franchise and watch the first story, then by all means do it. Like for instance, like, with Miona, we've been watching the Alien movies from Prometheus because that's the earliest movie, and then we're going through Covenant, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. So I would definitely recommend because I know a lot of people who actually love Blade Runner 2049 and hate the original.
Is Kirk Cepkny?
No, that's Chris.
Chris.
Remember from My Sister's Wedding and the shows? Chris Evans?
Oh, yeah, I know Chris. Yeah, we
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Halo. We play Halo,
Yeah.
and yeah, I know from band scene and everything like that. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Chris says tell you to stop ignoring his DM.
What DM? I haven't really been on top of my social media today. I've just been posting all the alien videos, and then like I was FaceTiming my girl all day. My bad, Chris. I'll open your message soon, mate.
Yeah. I hope you heard that, Chris. He said he's going to answer you back. He said he's been busy watching Alien all day because it's Alien Day. How do you think the movie's sequels compare to the original? You pick any of the sequels. Pick any of them. How do you think? Actually, you know what? It's a big controversy, right? Because the second Aliens movie, this Aliens, is much different than the first.
Right, yep. It's a horror movie, but it's also an action movie, and it's a sci-fi, which Alien is light on the action, but it's mostly sci-fi horror. Right.
Yeah. So, how do you? I mean, how do you think it compares, though? I mean, in terms of, I don't know, if you were if you were big into horror, do you think that you would have the same love for the first movie that you would for the second?
Yes. Well, it's not guaranteed. It just depends on if you're able to look at a war movie that's also a horror, like Predator. Predator, is like not only looked at as an action movie, but it's also looked at as a horror movie because it's brutal. Aliens is brutal. You watch people, the face huggers, the chest bursters, the organic, gooey, gory hive, the crazy phallic alien heads, the acid blood. It's all there still. It's all very brutal, and just because it's a war doesn't mean it's not scary. It's like you're fighting a bunch of alien demons. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, so, the film Alien, it was, it's been criticized for its lack of diversity among the main cast. I mean, do you think it's a fair criticism, and how it could have, and how could have the movie been more inclusive, or do you think it was important to have, not a diverse cast and kind of having, Ridley stand out the way that Ridley stands out?
Well, I mean, I think everybody was hired based on their acting credentials for the different characters because none of the characters were written in to have any specific, ethnicity or gender or anything like that. For instance, the original script of Alien was an all male cast. Then they switched it up in the later drafts to say sex is interchangeable. It was only their last names that were there. And then they ended up when they went with the final, casting decisions is when they changed the names and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, no, I definitely love that answer. Yeah, you know what? I never even knew that it was supposed to be originally an all male cast.
Yeah, and Star
That
Beast too.
I personally don't think the movie would have been the same if you didn't have Sigourney Weaver portraying Ripley in that movie. She's probably, arguably, like one of the best final girls in like horror in the horror genre.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
usually see people come, I when I hear people talk about final girls, I either hear Laurie Strode or or Ripley.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, what's up, Zoe? I see you peeping in here. But yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, but Bucky, Alien, you definitely need to watch it 100%. And Sherry, I agree with you. Ripley is definitely one of the best female protagonists of all time for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Right up there with frickin' Sarah Connor, Leia.
Yeah. Yeah, Bucky says he's more of a Halloween fan. Like he likes like the chase and like the spontaneous kill. Yeah, I mean, listen, I find a lot of people are like more specific into like certain genres, and I feel like it's hard for them to kind of get out of that. And I'm not sure why. I'm personally like a lover of like all horror. But I mean, you can attest, Ravi, you're just huge into sci-fi, and you've been into sci-fi like all of your life. If anybody, anybody who's in the live right now, Rob is like one of like the biggest Star Wars fans I know. Like he knows like
Yes.
all of the lore. He like he goes to the cons. He dresses up in character. He knows it all, and he can do a mean Wookiee. And no, you could do no, you could do a mean what's it called? A fucking Tusken Raider.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bucky. I'm sorry I assumed your gender. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean that. It's late. It's 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. I find a lot of people who jump into these lives are on like the West Coast or well, not you, Sherry. You're in Canada, so um, but I apologize for that. Yeah, I mean, it's the
What's
film
up,
has also been
Lish?
great. What's up?
No, I was just saying hi to Lish. I saw she joined the chat.
Oh, nice. What's up, Lish? How's it going? We're in here talking horror movies. What's your favorite horror movie, Lish? Do you
Oh,
like horror
yeah.
movies? Have you
Yeah,
seen
guys.
Scream?
Lish said, "What's good, Izzy?"
Follow my fucking page ASAP. More followers, the better.
Yeah, Lish said she doesn't know, but she loves horror though.
Really? Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty vague question. There's a lot when it comes to horror movies.
Oh, heck
Yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah, Sherry. The Evil Dead is hands down my favorite horror movie of all time. So, you want to know why? Still till this day, that movie, whenever I watch it, it makes me feel like some type of way, and it still makes me feel uncomfortable. So, on Saturday, I went to get my second session for my tattoo done on my calf, and I popped on the Evil Dead because I've been pretty much binging like all Evil Dead, getting ready for the new movie, and I had to actually like pause that movie and like go somewhere else while I was getting a tattoo because it was too much while I was getting the tattoo. Between the pain and like the special effects and the gore in that movie, I just it was too much for me. Um, the Evil Dead is raw horror at its best. If you haven't seen it, it's a classic and you have to go see it. But yeah, that's easily hands down my favorite horror movie.
And Evil Dead is similar to the Alien anthology because the first Evil Dead is like straight up a horror, and the second one goes, action horror.
It does, and like, and it's got the comedy aspect of it. I'm not sure if you knew this either, but like in the second Evil Dead, it's not really a sequel. It's actually more of like a remake.
That's right. Yes.
Yep, and it's crazy. A lot of people I've talked to don't. I didn't really know that, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I think something happened with the rights, so they couldn't go straight to sequel, and they had to kind of like redo the first almost.
Right, right.
And Sherry says Ash is one of the best male protagonists of all time.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, I love Ash. Ashley. Ashley, take me out of here. They're gonna keep us here in the woods. They're alive.
Hmm.
Oh man. So I got Sherry in here saying, well, there's let me see, I have Bucky in here, so she's asking about some of the horror movies we're talking about, and then Sherry, she's telling Bucky that she has some homework to do, and she's saying, start with Alien Girls Rule.
Yes.
Can you think of a female centered horror movie? You know, maybe say like the Craft is more of like a female centered horror movie. I haven't seen that in a very long time, but like female centered, protagonist or antagonist. I mean, have you seen the new Babysitter movies? Would you consider that one of them?
I haven't seen those movies yet.
Yeah, the second one actually kind of introduced Jenna Ortega, and that came out I think like 2 or 3 years ago, and now she's pretty big into the horror scene.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's get back to talking some Alien, right? It is Alien Day. We still got 2 more hours left in this day.
Heck yeah.
You know, um the xenomorph alien is definitely one of the most iconic creatures in, movie history. So what do you think makes it so memorable, and like how it was created, and just what makes it unique?
Well, it was like the whole concept of the alien is from H.R. Giger having night terrors. Like this is the type of creature he would see or creatures he would see in his nightmares when he couldn't sleep at night. So he immediately started drawing these like strange eyeless alien creatures that, were very demonic, very sexual, phallic, had like interchangeable like it was inspired by different sexual organs for, all genders and stuff like that. Very creepy stuff. It was also feminine too, and also masculine. It was a lot of duality into it, and what makes it, so I say unique is like obviously the big phallic head. Like that's scary. You see that and you're just like, holy crap. Then the tongue within the tongue, a lot of innovative stuff, and it's so scary. Like when you look at it, it's like the same psychological effect when a human looks at a spider. A spider has nothing that resembles a human. Like, insects, a lot of insects will have two eyes, and that's relatable. So insects are creepy, but you're more likely to get creeped out from a spider than an ant because spiders have 8 legs, no eyes, and the face huggers themselves are spiders as well. So they prey on our natural psychological fears, and that's what H.R. Giger inadvertently did in the artwork.
Yeah, man. I couldn't imagine seeing stuff like that like in my dreams. Like that is
Right.
truly terrifying. And if I remember correctly, I'm not sure if it was you, Sherry, talking about like how you just can't do like arachnophobia, like the movie.
Oh, Jeff
But yeah,
Daniels.
but um yeah, arachnophobia. It's been a really long time since I saw that movie. I heard a remake was happening of that movie from somewhere. I'm not sure if that's official, but I had definitely heard that that was possibly a thing.
I would be excited to see that. Heck yeah.
Um, all right. What's your favorite scene in Alien and why? Like, say it could be from any of the Alien movies, or like derived movies, like even like Prometheus.
So believe it or not, even though the original Alien is my favorite Alien movie, my favorite scene is actually in my fourth favorite Alien movie. Pardon me. And that's from Alien Covenant, the scene where the engineers come down and sorry, the scene where David comes down and the Juggernaut right after the events of Prometheus and bombs the entire engineer planet with the xenopathogen bioweapon, and they all freaking die a horrific death, and it's on this like grand epic scale, and it's like, when you see the original Alien, you see that crash ship and you're like, wow, that's a bomber. What would that have looked like in a battle? And you see it, in Covenant dropping the payload, even though they're not the xenomorph eggs. it's still really cool to see the xenopathogen bomb getting basically causing this whole entire genocide of the engineer species, which is so brutal.
I love that, man. I feel like if I would ask like a lot of people that question, they would probably say like the chest burster scene. Wouldn't you agree?
Right. That yes, yes, absolutely.
It's just such an iconic scene. It's just so badass. I can't even think of any other way to describe that. It's
Oh
just so
yeah.
horrifying.
Innovative, one of a kind, absolutely iconic.
So random, Sherry, talking about Empire Records, but you guys were talking about Robin Tunney. I haven't seen Empire Records in a minute. I remember my very first girlfriend. That's when I seen that movie. Who I seen that movie with. She's absolutely obsessed with that movie. She used to watch it like 24/7. What was it? Rex Manning Day. Happy Rex Manning Day. Have you seen that movie, Robbie?
Can't say I have.
Empire Records? What?
Yeah, trying to
Dude,
remember.
that's like it's like one of those like 90s like movies that you need to see, like one of those like high school like it wasn't like one of those like high school type like 90s movies.
Oh, like American Pie.
Like an American Pie or like a Can't Hardly Wait or I mean it wasn't a 90s movie, but what the fuck is that movie? Forget Don't you forget about me.
Hmm. I know what you're saying though. I catch the vibe. I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, there's definitely not one ugly cast member in that movie. And Liv Tyler actually, back when I was in college, I used to work at a supermarket in New Paltz, New York, and like Liv Tyler like came through, and I was like, what? What? Liv Tyler? What?
That is badass.
Yes, Breakfast Club. It's like one of those types of movies. Yeah, man. But let's see here. Um, would it would it would it surprise you, or would it surprise you to hear that people in horror or just people in movies in general wouldn't know that Prometheus is a part of the Alien series?
Yeah, that was done deliberately by the studio because originally Prometheus was a script called Alien Engineers by John Spates. Then they brought Damon Lindelof on board when Ridley Scott wanted to make some changes to the story to make it less of a direct Alien prequel and make it in the Alien universe without having the alien in it and just focus on the space jockey engineers. So that's kind of the story behind that. So it's like it's very understandable that a lot of people didn't realize, what it was. And it's crazy too because Prometheus is the highest grossing alien movie at like $403 million is how much it earned at the box office on like 120 million budget or something like that. So it made money. It made almost three times its budget. And it's crazy how that's the highest grossing alien movie. And if they had actually marketed it as an alien movie, it would have earned even more because a lot of people went to see it because they thought it was a brand new IP. They didn't realize that it was connected to alien movies because a lot of people just didn't recognize the space jockeys because they're only in the first Alien movie or the crash ship, which was only in the first Alien movie and the Alien Special Edition.
I should do a video on that because I like to kind of spread knowledge, like across horror movies.
Yes, dude,
Uh,
absolutely.
All right, Sherry, take care. Thanks for joining.
Bye, Sherry.
Um, have fun hanging out with your kids and enjoy Dr. Seuss. Oh, by the way, if you haven't left, like one of my favorite scenes in that Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat movie is when Mike Myers plays like the freaking hippie bunny, and he's just like, "Will you sign my petition?" It's so fucking funny. Um, what's up, Brenda? How are you doing? The acid spitting some zizaroo. How are you doing tonight, Brenda? Hopefully you're doing good. Have you seen Evil Dead Rise yet? I know you said you were going to be going to see it with some fam. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't have too many people in here. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Saw you pop in. Yeah, man. Um, have you seen anything else like in terms of like horror? I know you watch like a lot of I know you've been watching like a lot of TV shows for the most part.
Right,
Been
right.
so much coming out, so it's kind of, I feel like it's hard. Like, there's so many like TV shows like with episodes. It's like almost hard to like fit movies in between that, right?
Oh, dude, absolutely. I haven't been to the movies since December. I'm finally going to the movies for the first time since December on Friday to see Return of the Jedi for its 40th anniversary. And then I really want to go see the Mario movie, and then I'm going to see Wally next week, in South Dakota.
Very cool, very cool. I saw the Mario movie with my son. By the way, Brenda, yeah, you know what? That's something that's, I feel like I get very pumped up like that to see a movie as well, and like I hold my expectations like way too high, and I think I like a lot of times I end up like disappointed that like the movie didn't hit those expectations. I hear you. Like the first Evil Dead movie is absolutely terrifying, and nothing beats that movie. They'll never
Right.
be able to replicate that. But that's awesome. You're going to see Wally, Robbie.
Yeah, this old theater in South Dakota.
That's so cool. Is it? It's like an old school theater.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the first movie theater in Sioux Falls or something like that.
Cool. Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. So did I tell you that Danny is making me a Crypt Keeper mask?
Oh, I love that.
Did I tell you that?
No, man.
Yeah, he's doing it off the cuff too.
Oh, it's sick.
Yeah, Brenda, if you're like into like horror art or like, like my buddy Danny, he makes Michael Myers masks. He does conversions. He buys the trick or treat masks and he like converts them into like pro masks. You should follow him. His name is Darkness Reigns on Instagram. He makes Myers mask. He made recently Friday the 13th mask, and he's making my Crypt Keeper mask. Love my love my Crypt Keeper.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can message you his link if you don't remember, but yeah, he's sick. He does giveaways too sometimes for masks, which is awesome if you're a big Myers fan.
Danny does good work.
Have you you've only seen 2018, right? You haven't seen Kills, right, Robbie?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's ABR, bro.
Heck yeah. Is this from the new album?
I don't know.
Oh, heck yeah.
Are you not even a band if you don't cover this song? Like System of a Down's version is awesome. It's so
Oh, hell,
short.
hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. So let's bring it back to Alien, man.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know.
There's a couple new Alien projects coming out soon, which is
Go
pretty
for it.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Talk about them.
So there's Noah Hawley's upcoming Alien Hulu show, and there's also the Fede Alvarez Alien Hulu movie coming out. So both of those, both are live action. The Hulu show is going to tie with, it's going to connect Covenant and the original Alien. It's going to take place in the not too far distant future on Earth, so probably like in the early 2100s. And yeah, man. 2110s actually. And yeah, even though I'd rather see Alien Awakening, get released, I really hope it gets released. I just want the story to get concluded. That's all that matters to me, and it's really exciting to see what they're going to do with each of those. The Alien movie actually has a name. They announced that. That's called Alien Romulus. The Alien Hulu show, I think, is just going to be called Alien. Um,
That's awesome, man.
yeah, so
Um, what about Alien games? There's more than one, right?
oh yeah, man, yeah. So there's Aliens Dark Descent coming out. which is going to be like a top-down squad shooter. It's going to be a cheap $40 game, but it's going to be a little fun, fun little adventure. And then there's rumors that there's going to be a AAA high-quality Alien game coming out that's going to be on like the scale of like something like Dead Space or Halo or Alien Isolation, but that's all rumor right now, so we'll see if that's true or not. And oh yeah, and then Aliens Fireteam Elite, which came out a couple of years ago, that just came out on the Switch today.
Really?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
Fire Team Elite, you said?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really? And like what's it supposed to play like?
Oh, Aliens Fireteam Elite plays like Gears of War. It's really fun, man. A
No way.
third person shooter. Um, like it's scary, but it's like it's just so action packed. It's fun.
That's fucking sweet, man. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I haven't. I mean, other than Halo, like I haven't really played like any like squad games like that, in a while.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, Aliens Fireteam Elite. It's only a squad of three, so like it could be like me, you, and one other person trying to beat the game. And what's cool about it is like there's a It's mostly a story mode. There's a horde mode and stuff like that, but it's mostly a story mode. But there's no cutscenes. The story actually happens in the level, which is cool.
Really.
Yep.
Do you
So
have
it's like
any-
an old.
do you have anybody in your live right now?
There's one person, Cordell, Jessica, Joe. Hello.
Nice. All my people left.
Oh shit.
I
Well,
do. We can reset it, and people get like notified, and people will like pop in.
if you want to, I mean, we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, man, this was fun. We could always do this again sometime, maybe for next year's Alien Day or something else, or the next time
Yeah,
there's a cool.
I mean, like the page is growing, so I really want to do. I really want to look to start a podcast soon. Like
Oh, hell
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Like without a doubt. I know you're down.
You already know, mate.
Yeah, come up with some controversial fucking topics to scare people.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, man. But
All right, Izzy.
I will catch you later.
This is Rendy signing off. Have a good night, brother, man.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.